What's up? What's going on? It's Hyam Reed. There's another one for the TBR. It's our weekly Western wrap up. The Adventures of Johnny Vermillion by Loren D Estleman. Let's get right into it. This one is more recent than most of the Westerns that we read, but still uses all the elements of like the golden age of Western literature, but it was written in 2006. And the author is probably more known for writing mystery and crime fiction. And this is mystery and crime fiction and Western all at the same time. So I'll do my best to explain the plot elements enough to get you interested in it without spoiling the plot because, of course, it is a mystery. So a group of stage actors or thespians are touring across the West. Um, the stage group is named the Prairie Rose. They're led by the main character, Johnny Vermillion. He's like a scoundrel and a thief, basically, but he is introduced to acting, I think, in Chicago, and it's just a part-time job for him. And when the play leaves town, he loses his job, but he wants to continue acting, so he does that. And eventually, what happens is that he blends his previous occupation, thievery, with his current one, acting. And the way that he does this is by setting up his own theater troupe. And I believe there's 5 of them, and they have to interchange parts during the plays. So they're all used to wearing disguises and playing different parts, switching like even gender roles. And so they use this to during these performances while the whole town will be distracted. They'll go to the bank or just wherever, you know, a lot of wealth is accumulated and take all the money. And then their alibi is that they were performing. And because they're in disguises, they just use, opportune moments while they're changing or while there's a break in the play or whatever to like do these robberies, and it'll just be one person leave so the play keeps going on and the robbery's happening. So how obviously they're not related because they were all on stage. Okay, so that's going on. That's the main crime element. Also in the background, there's uh, it's like loosely tied in. There's like a more typical like Western, like borderland, like like thieves, just like strong armed thieves and outlaws basically. And they encounter the Prairie Rose. They actually end up stealing from them, and they kind of get intertwined, but in like a loose way. Um, but that's entertaining because you get that story too. And then obviously there has to be a detective involved, and so it's a very historical book. So if you're a fan of westerns, you're going to enjoy all the set and setting that goes on, because every time the setting changes, like if they go to a different city or something, the author Loren D Estleman takes a lot of care to set up like what everything looks like, all the sounds, and everything is like with historical references. So if you're a big fan of westerns, this will probably be a lot of fun for you. Anyway, what the heck was I talking about? Got it. In the background, there was the outlaws. Okay, back to the main story. There's a detective who's obsessed with dime novels, and he's he knows that Prairie Rose is doing all the bank robberies, but nobody will really believe him because it's like a crazy story, basically. And because he likes all these stories, they're just going to make fun of him. So he has to figure out like a sneaky way, basically, to catch Prairie Rose. And that's the most of it. That's the most of it. There's a character that accidentally shoots a hole through one of his, I'll just say, male organs and bleeds out that way, which is pretty intense. I wasn't really expecting something like that, but otherwise, the it's pretty clean, to be honest, considering yeah, everything that's going on. It's not that rough. Uh, it's not that gritty, I would say. I'm looking forward to reading more Loren D Estleman. I have another one of his westerns on the TBR, so we'll be reading more. It's a quick read. Quick read. Definitely the plot was way different than the other westerns that we've read on the channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, check it out. Loren D. Estleman, Adventures of Johnny Vermillion. I think our next weekly western wrap up is going to be our first I don't know, with subscriber suggestion. I'm reading Flint by Louis L'Amour, which is really cool. And yeah, looking forward to putting that one out for you guys. And until next time, hi to read. Peace.